It's very ironic that we're getting this email today, and this is not something that I was going to talk about until it was 100% committed. So it's really, really strange that we're talking about this email from a listener today, because the last week and a half I've been making plans to go to Poland to help out the Ukrainian refugees in the middle of May.
Are you serious?
I swear to you. I had the meeting about it yesterday, so I'm going to try to do the show half the day and then help out from Poland the other half of the day.
No way.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to tell anybody about it. I wasn't going to say anything about it because when you get to a certain level, then, I could just see the radio station going, you're not allowed to do that. You're under contract. You can't do it. So I was just going to tell you guys like the day before I took off and make sure that Tommy had the engineering down and then start doing the show from Poland on Monday.
Yeah, we're breaking up with you.
I think it's good you gave us a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah.
I wasn't even expecting to talk about this today, and my final meeting on it was yesterday. So let me just circle back, and Katie, we'll come back to you another time on what you're going to say, because I wasn't going to talk about this today. We don't talk about politics. We don't a lot on this show. We don't talk about a lot of world events. We know you guys go to different places for that. But behind the scenes, I have been super touched by what has been going on in Ukraine with Russia and the refugee crisis there. Every day I seem to be watching with my heart is just breaking for these families. And it's mostly women and their kids and grandmothers that are going to the Polish border and have nowhere to go. They just have to get out of Ukraine because in a lot of cases, their villages and their cities are gone.
Demolished.
So they are being dropped off. And as I found out yesterday from a group that I've been working with, in the very beginning of this refugee crisis, it was kind of the middle class that was making their way across the border because they had the means to do it. They could get in a car. They were well-traveled before. But now this has gone on for so long that the refugees that are still trying to get out of Ukraine are the ones that are broke, man. They don't have a lot of education. They're broke. It's taking them weeks to get to the border. And then when they finally get over to Poland, they are being taken advantage of. And there just aren't enough hands there to help them when they cross the border. So I've been thinking about it. And I feel like it's one of the few times in my life where I haven't been able to get over the thought of helping out. Like I've heard the saying before, like, I feel like I have a calling.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried to ignore it. And there is just something pulling me to go.
In your heart, this is what you're supposed to do.
I don't know anybody from Poland.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody from Ukraine. I have just been really touched. And every time I watch another family go over the border, I just sort of think like how their entire lives, everything that they've built up, their entire family history is different now, and they're going into a land where they have no money, no food, no water. And I've been tearing up about it the last couple of weeks. So yeah, behind the scenes, it is not easy to find organizations that need hands on the ground. Everybody needs cash right now.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, I can do that, but I have a small window of opportunity here, and we have the flexibility with this show where we can really do it anywhere. So I can do the show from 12 to 4 o'clock there in Poland and be on with you guys in the morning. So I've been looking into it, and it looks like it's going to happen in mid-May.
I'm
sorry to spring time
No.
this way. It just felt very disingenuous as we're talking about it. Me going, wow, here I am in a week going to be telling these guys about this when it's playing out right in front of us.
No, exactly. So incredibly commendable. You have a huge heart, and I love that you feel this so passionately that you have to go and do something, and just sending money isn't enough for you at this particular point in time. I do appreciate a larger heads up. You kind of are, an integral part of the show with your name being a part of it. And I know you would have gotten everything taken care of and all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted. However, I think for all of us in this together, it'd be nice. It's nice to have a little bit more of a heads up.
I don't know how it was going to play out. I had like 5 or 6 scenarios in my head. But there is a lot of planning that goes into this show. And on a week where sometimes I'm going to be on with you guys and maybe sometimes I'm not, it's a lot more heavy lifting on your part.
Yes.
So I certainly would have Probably, most likely. Told you about it.
He was going to tell us the day before. Guess what, guys? It's Bert's Polish adventure. Tomorrow.
And it was no disrespect to you guys. It's just that I think when you get to a certain level in business that a lot of people depend on you. And if you go through the proper channels, you can hear the word no.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to hear the word no. I didn't want to have to tell corporate. I didn't want to have to tell a lot of friends because they were going to tell me how dangerous it was to be in border. And I didn't want to hear it. It's just a calling. So I was going to try to keep it a secret as long as I could. But,
Gotcha.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Yep.
I'm glad the secret's out. Definitely answer your calling. And we'll just make sure to have all our ducks in the row. That way the Bert Show can move forward as it always has. And you can fulfill this need and help out the Ukrainian refugees.
Yep, proud of you.
Surprise.
Yeah, super proud of you. Mo, tell him he can't go. Tell him no.
No.
You're not allowed. No, but seriously, to go back to this letter from the listener, have you told Tiffany?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes, she's
Just
aware.
checking.
This is not the first time she's hearing about it.
Okay.
The comedian in me really wishes we would have tore this dude in the email up, so you would have had to like follow that.
Yeah.
I wish
I
we
was
would have
so
killed.
scared.
Oh, what a snake! What a dirtbag!
I did call him selfish.
He did.
He's just going to escape his real life.
The Bert Show.